broadcasting from Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome to the Ball Alert Show. I go by the name of Ferrari Simmons.
I go by the name, BT.
Ice Cube in the building.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
What's up, big dog?
Oh, man, I'm pretty fair for a square.
Okay, pretty fair for a square. I'm rocking with that. We got new music out.
Yeah, new music, Man Down.
Mm-hmm. It's My Ego.
Yeah, quintessential Ice Cube, West Coast flavor, West Coast beats, special guest appearances from, some of the homies that I've been in the game with for a while. And, to me, if you're a day one fan, day two fan, day three fan, you're going to love the record.
November 22nd it drops.
November 22nd.
It's a lot of tracks on here. I believe it was. I saw 14,
13.
19. My bad. Damn.
Yeah.
I took a whole bunch off.
Yeah.
That's a lot of music for A-list celebrity, movie director, actor, Ice Cube. That's a lot of records.
Well, that's where I started off, making music. So to me, that's the most natural part of my whole career is making music. Movies, get a lot of publicity and they play a lot and people enjoy them in a different way, but I'm still hungry. I still love hip-hop and doing music and creating songs, getting beats, writing rhymes. All that's still fun to me.
So what do you think about the artists nowadays that, a lot of artists do have writers? How do you feel about that?
It's always been part of the game. If you got a writer, I don't consider you an MC. I consider you a vocalist. And that's cool. I ain't trying to clown, but that's just the reality.
But they're an artist, but just not a MC.
Not an MC, to me, MCs, I come from a school where you had to be able to write it and spit it.
So if we throw on a beat right now, Ice Cube can get down with it. I'm not saying
I can get down with it for sure.
Okay.
Freestyle's not my specialty.
For sure.
That's why they free. But writing is the essence of, all great literature. So I'm a writer.
Nah, man, listen, it's an honor for us to have you here. Now, I was going through a lot of the records. Sanctified. She's Sanctified.
She's Sanctified.
That's a really good record.
Yeah, it's strong.
It's got E40, Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
Real West Coast.
Too Short.
October London.
That's a good record, man.
It's
I
strong.
can't wait for that one to drop.
Yeah, me too. I think people going to dig it.
You going to give us a visual to that?
If I can corral them dudes, they busy all over the world.
We need that.
Where you gonna find Snoop? He on the moon right now doing, something for Peacock or NBC or something. So, it's all about corralling them at the right time. Trying to pull these 4 artists that's jet set all over the world, pull them together. But
I think if anybody can do it,
I was
Ice
just
Cube
about to
can
say,
do
I
it.
think you could do it.
yeah, we get it in.
Okay, cool. Now, what's your favorite record off of the project that's coming out November 22nd?
Man, I love So Sensitive.
Okay.
It's not my favorite. My favorite is probably Ghetto Story.
Okay.
Because it's so today. A lot of people, a lot of turmoil going on in different neighborhoods. Homies robbing homies setting each other up, and it's really treacherous. We all know what happened to Nipsey Hussle, and it's a song about that sentiment. What happens when the people you grew up with, you can't trust them no more.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now, do you feel like when you started becoming successful, you had to stop hanging around like certain type of people?
Yeah. If I don't want to go to jail, I know people that's active, I know people that's inactive, and the more you're doing positive things and trying to, better your situation, the more you have to, stay away from the ones that's too active, because you end up, especially in LA, probably everywhere, you end up with a case just because you know somebody. And so, you got to change how you how you move.
I just really respected how you transitioned and evolved as a man.
Thank you.
It was very inspiring.
Thank you.
Just growing up as a youth, I just saw that. Damn. Now it's to a point where if it's an Ice Cube anything, I'm gonna check it out. From the big three to your movies to acting, you shooting the movie, I want to check it out because your brand has evolved into like it's past just you as a person. It's Ice Cube the brand.
Yeah, I'm glad that I've gotten to that point. I've always been committed to quality. You might not like everything I do, but you're not gonna be able to say it's trash and I just threw it together and it's just a money grab and Cube don't care. I'm always trying to give 1,000% into the project and make sure that when I put something out, it's worth your time and it's worth your money, and that it's not a waste of your time, because wasting your time is worse than wasting your money, because you can't get time back. Can't get time back. You can get the money back, but you can't get the time back. So, I think because my commitment to quality has been there with everything I do, people trust that if I'm doing something that I believe in it, and I think it's something cool that everybody should check out and be a part of. And so, I'm glad that after all these years, it's reverberated into, the Cube brand is official. If he stamp it, I'm going to check it out.
All right, I'm going straight for it.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
What's the best damn Friday? What's Ice Cube's favorite Friday movie?
The first one, of course.
Okay.
That's the best one. But I think
it's
Friday
two,
After Next is Friday After Next is a close second.
Okay.
But everybody.
Wait, you don't like Next Friday? 'Cause Next Friday is
next Friday is funny.
Cucamonga, man.
Yeah, next Friday is funny. I think what happened, going through the process of each movie, with the first one, we did what's called a negative pickup, meaning the movie company gave us all the money up front, and not up front, but as we hit these benchmarks, and all we needed to do was turn in a complete movie. And that's how the first one was made. So it was no studio execs involved in the making of that movie, at least on set. And so with the second one, it cost more to do it. So now, since they had more money in it, they wanted to be more involved.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not control it, but just give these suggestions.
So you weren't the happiest with two, is what you're saying?
Well, I felt like I might have been listening to too many people when I should have told them to shut up. You know what I'm saying? But it's a great movie. We got Mike Epps out of that movie, and Pinky, and
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Uncle Elroy. All these different characters that's help make the franchise healthy. And so I'm proud of the movie. But I just think the first one and the third one is, pretty much us without any studio interference.
Okay.
Now, I heard that that we get a new one.
Yeah.
That's true?
Yeah.
Is it the last Friday?
It's called Last Friday, but we'll see. It depends on, how it's accepted by the public. We may go after that, another one after that. It's something that can keep going because Friday has created its own universe. There's always, the characters, but also there's always room to bring in new funny characters that you may not know, like we did with the third one with Money Mike and Damon and Miss
Ricky
Pearly.
Smiley's in there.
Yeah, Ricky Smiley.
Yeah.
It's like
So who was actually supposed to get that role?
Which one?
When Katt Williams said
Money Mike?
Yeah.
Well, I knew Ricky first, so I invited him to LA to audition for a few different roles. So it was Santa Claus, it was Money Mike, might have been one more role. And he was just a better Santa Claus, in my mind when I.
But you asked him first to audition.
Well, I asked him to audition for a few different roles.
Got it.
Gotcha.
Like I didn't want to fly him to L.A. and just have him audition one role.
Got it.
And that's not unusual. Sometimes when it's an actor you really want in the movie, you be like, try this one, try that one, and we see which one, you're comfortable with. And what it was when I saw Katt and I met Katt, he was Money Mike day one. Like day one, he didn't have to act.
Okay.
He just had to have, good dialogue, and then he was coming to the set with amazing adjustments and changes to the dialogue, and the more he was getting down, the more we was giving him to do. He was like, "This is our comedic goal right here." We had a small part for him, but by the end of the movie, as you see, he housed that whole third act.
Okay.
And so, he is Money Mike, you know what I mean? But I think, if we didn't find Katt, that Ricky could have played Money Mike, but Ricky was a better Santa Claus.
For sure.
I think everybody at the end of the day got the role that they should have, and that's why the movies are so beloved.
Okay.
So Ricky Smiley wasn't going to nobody hating on Katt or anything like
Not that I know of. He didn't come to me hating. I don't know. You don't know who people talk to, but he never said nothing to me about it. He was happy to be a part of the movie. He was more complaining about us whooping his ass with that Christmas tree.
Man,
He was like,
y'all whooped
dude,
his ass with
how
that
many
tree.
times we got to do this? I said, man, we just got to get every angle.
Now when he
I
tried to
said,
jump
man,
out
you
that,
whooped my ass with the Christmas tree, nigga, so, hey.
when he tried to jump out that window, I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
this
Oh,
look
man.
real. This look real.
Yeah, it's funny.
It looked like y'all was hitting for real with that Christmas tree.
We was beating his ass. With it. It's a tree, you know what I mean? It's like this flimsy ass, Chris. It was just sticks and it wasn't that.
Okay,
he
all
alright.
right. Now, let me switch. What's your favorite barbershop movie?
Oh man, number one,
So the first one.
first one.
Damn,
Yeah.
I like two.
Two is great. I mean, but my favorite is the jump off. Those are usually the best ones.
Now, when you're also directing and acting in your movie, isn't that a lot for you?
Yeah,
You do a
I'm
great
usually
job
producing.
though. Okay, producing.
I've directed one movie,
Okay,
which is The Players Club.
okay.
And so my role in that movie wasn't that big. So it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. It's really trusting your assistant director, you know what I mean, your first AD. And if you trust him, he going to tell you, hey, you should go shoot that over. And, you get to, when you shoot, you can record everything so you can go back and watch it and say, I need to do this, I need to do that, you need to move over here. And then you kind of directing, and then you go back in and get it right. So it wasn't as difficult because I didn't have a large role. If I was just the star of the movie, it'd probably been a little more difficult to direct and act, but it's not impossible. A lot of people do it.
When you did Triple X,
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Thank you.
You killed that motherfucker.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I wanted to ask you. I always wanted to ask you. I was like, damn, I want to meet him and I want to ask him this question right here. Because you had to go after Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Did you initially say no, or did you be like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do that shit?
I said yeah
Okay.
because, it's Triple X. Like, why not? But I thought, we could have got a better director. I felt like the director was too old school, and we should have had a new, innovative director that could have did some of the big stunts that was in the first one, like the
Yeah.
avalanche and all that.
For sure.
So I just felt like, it wasn't my movie to produce. I was just in the movie. So I had to kind of, my man Neil Moritz and that, a couple of people from, Joe Roth, a couple of people at Revolution. It was their movie that they was putting me in. So I didn't really have the control to say, this director too old school. His his vision, his stunts, the way he do things are behind us and not in front of us. And so, but that was the only thing I thought, the movie could have been directed a little better. But story wise, acting, I feel I did my thing in it.
Now, is there any movies that came out that you were supposed to be in, but you said no?
It's always hard to say I was gonna be in that. People ask you sometimes early in the process. That don't mean it's all gonna work out and you're gonna make a deal and do the movie. But Menace to Society, they asked me to come in and read for Old Dog and be Old Dog in that movie, and I turned it down because I had just done Boys in the Hood, then I just done Trespass, and these was like two hood characters, and I was like, man, I'm about to typecast myself as just, the hood nigga, So I turned that down. They wanted me to be in Forrest Gump as the Bubba Shrimp dude, and I'm like, I'm not sticking my lips out like that. The whole fucking movie, no. And so, passed that up. A few, that I was like, yo, this ain't right for me.
Now, Ice Cube, as the father, when your son played in NWA, did he ask you for any tips, or kind of he already studied you on his own? Like, how did that conversation go?
I would just tell him, I wouldn't wait for him to ask.
Okay.
I would just tell him, not what to do or how to play the part, but I would just tell him, in this scene, I'm skeptical, Easy. I'm cool with Ren. Me and Dre talking about shit on the side, and I would just set him up for my mind frame. So when he go into those scenes, he was going into it with, the right attitude, so to speak.
I felt like his character was the strongest. I mean, I liked Easy's character as well, but no one could be there. Easy couldn't be there to actually give him what you gave your son.
Yeah, between him and Corey Hawkins as Dr. Dre,
For sure.
Those three was the strongest for sure, and he did a great job. I knew he can do it, so I wasn't surprised. As far as the look, flavor, being able to rap and bring it to the stage, I had seen all of that. It was just him becoming a great actor was what he needed to do. He needed to just hone in his skills and work on being that, and he did. He did the work. The coach's son got it the hardest always. So we put him through the ringer for like 2 years. I was trying to get him to quit, to be honest, because I felt like if he wasn't going to go 110%, then he shouldn't do it at all, because people going to clown the hell out you if you don't do a good job. It's like they're going to tell you, just keep your day job and be his son and stop trying to, you know what I mean? It's like,
trailer did
yeah. So I didn't want that to happen to him. We see kind of like the backlash that LeBron, I hate the word backlash because ain't nobody getting hit, but
with Bronny.
Yeah, with Bronny, I think it's tough on him. So I wanted, my son to like, hey, if you're not gonna do what it takes to be the best, then it's better for you. I'm basically saving you from the humiliation of people clowning you for not doing a great job. So, but I'm proud of him because he put it on his back. He felt like this was, his family honor, and that he was gonna, do right by his family and himself. And it's cool because he done carved out a career for himself in the game.
Ah, that's dope.
Now, I was going to say, we got so many things to talk about. I know we got limited time, but the big three.
Yeah, big
Damn.
three.
Like you just got so many successful things. I don't think it's too many people that have so many successful things. The big three, this is a big deal.
Yeah.
I remember when it first came out, it was dope to watch, but now it's like a required thing to watch.
That's great.
Like people go out their way and be like, I have to go watch that.
Yeah.
And you're getting so many retired dope still can hoop ball players.
Yeah.
And I like that. I like how you're very vocal about the female basketball that's going on right now.
Yeah.
That was dope of you. But how did that happen? Like, what made you say, all right, I'm gonna start a league called the Big Three?
Just a fan of hoops. I'm a big fan of basketball. And, after the finals was over and before the NFL come in,
There's nothing to
it's
do.
just that dog day of, it's the dog days of summer. Sports is not cool. It's just boring.
Yep.
And I was like, man, we need something to fill this void because I feel like this. Everybody I know feel like this. After the finals, everybody got a basketball hangover. They want more, but it's no more. And then you got to wait 10, 12 weeks for the NFL to really start. And so, when there's a void in the industry, and then we had a good idea with, I was like, 3-on-3 has been sitting there dormant. Like, it's like the little cousin of 5-on-5, but nobody has elevated it to the pro level. And so then, you start throwing ideas in the hat, powwowing. What it would look like, man. What if we did this, man? What if we did that? Oh, damn, that's a good idea. And you
Half
start to
court,
look up.
4-point play still.
Yeah, 4-point shot. So you start looking, and you're just like, man, this is not only a good idea, this is a great idea. Like, and then you start looking at your manpower and the people around you. Do you have enough connections to bring this to life? And the answer was yes. So now do you have the passion to do it, to invent a professional sports league, in the middle of all these other huge leagues? And we was like, yeah, man, we got the moxie, as they say, the balls to do it. And we fearless, so
We appreciate
we
you
are.
and just period,
Yeah.
bro. Cause
I want to know,
Damn.
did you really offer Kaylin Clark all that money?
yeah, we did. It was a great business decision because if you look at her impact on the game, it was huge TV ratings.
Yep.
Sponsors were knocking her door down, and the ticket sales went up to sold out. So you take that same player and now you put her as the first professional female basketball player to play, in a men's league at the highest level. Then now it's an explosion of interest from
for sure.
people who can see if they can do it. So, our sponsors was saying, if you get her, it's going to unlock millions of dollars in sponsorships for the league.
Did she entertain it or?
I believe she did, but I believe her agents were hating on it. Because her agents that she has are also NBA. They got a lot of NBA guys that they make millions off of. And the women, they don't make that much money off of. So their agents was probably like, yo, are we going to make the NBA mad and let her play in the Big Three for, a little commission and possibly alienate all these, these $1 million deals we got going and all these commissions we get with the guys. So I think they was like, man, we don't care if she making more money. She gonna go back to the WNBA. We're gonna keep everybody happy. We're gonna keep making our money from the boys, and we're gonna, work to make sure that the women get a little more money. So they kind of made a business decision and didn't let us speak with her and her family, because that's what we really wanted to do, sit across the table and give our case on why, this was a huge move for her and women in sports and being paid a fair wage, and it didn't work out, but that's cool. It was a real shot.
Now, when we was on the radio, we got a segment called, You Got Me Fucked Up.
Yeah.
And you said people who believe that you a MAGA supporter got you fucked up.
People who think I'm MAGA or Trump supporter and all that, and I went out there and voted for the Republicans and all this, man, they got me fucked up, Never said that. They have no proof. I ain't never endorsed a candidate. So, I just think they got me fucked up, and it's just a narrative that's wrong. And
why do you think people believe that you support Trump?
I think because when I put out the contract with Black America, both parties came to me. I didn't go to them saying, look what I got, man. You should sit down and talk to me. Both of them came to me and said, yo, you got an interesting document here. Can we discuss it with you? And I discussed it with the Democrats, discussed it with the Republicans. And the Democrats was like, yo, after we win, we'll deal with it. And the Republicans said, yo, you got some good ideas. Can we use a few of them and put them in our plan? Now, their plan was called the Platinum Plan. That's not my plan. That's theirs. That was done in their own think tank, and they came up with that. Mine is called the Contract with Black America. So they plucked a few things out of that contract and put it in their plan, and people are saying that was my plan. And so they running with it. But they the ones stupid because that's not the truth.
For sure.
Yeah. Once you are an impactful person and you talk to politicians, they will always try to use you as a political football.
Correct.
And that's really what happens. Everybody want me on their team.
I mean, you're such a big deal, so
you can't blame
you would be.
I mean, it's the game. It is the game.
It's the game.
But we got to be smart enough to know
Right.
it's a game. If y'all seen me, at the conventions and on the stump, and then that's one thing. But I haven't said anything this election. Not one thing. People saying I'm telling people not to vote. That's bullshit. I never told people not to vote. I told people you should get something for your vote, and nothing's wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that because the Dodgers won.
Yeah.
You went out there and performed.
Yeah.
Energy.
Yeah,
Energy.
what's cool is they saying I'm the reason why they won. The players are saying this, so hopefully,
Oh,
it
that's
was cool.
huge.
Yeah, they
gotta
gave
bring
them
you
that
back.
boost. Yeah.
Now,
I'll
what's
take
up
a
with these
ring,
Lakers, though, man?
Send them my ring size if they want to slide me one of them.
What's up with these Lakers, Cube?
They getting it together. New coach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they got JJ Redick as
yeah?
the new coach, and they figuring it out. I think they won some games that we wasn't sure they was gonna win, and they lost some games that we thought they was gonna win. So
I'm just
they
tired
still
of
trying to figure
LeBron
it out.
having to carry it away. He about to be 40, man.
Yeah,
Damn.
LeBron definitely carrying the team.
Bruh.
Yeah, hey, that is a shame. They should find players that can help him, or AD is a great superstar that complements him.
He is.
But I think we need one more.
Definitely.
And then have LeBron just, be, second half, fourth quarter,
For sure.
help us win the game, LeBron, and not,
Triple-double, I'ma
we
carry.
need 35 from you
Yeah.
He
tonight.
just had a triple-double.
Yeah. He's one of the best to ever do it.
Is he better than Jordan?
I don't want to say that. They played in two different eras.
Got you.
Two different eras. Jordan never faced a zone, and LeBron never faced the Pistons. As far as he faced the new Pistons, but not the bad boys.
Not the bad
when
boys,
they
for
can
sure.
When they
beat
was,
you
when
up,
they was
knock you
slapping
down.
you around when
when
you
there was
going
no
up for a
flagrant
layup.
For
fouls,
sure.
and so it's just a different style, But Kobe played in both eras.
Hey. Long live Kobe.
Yeah.
Now I gotta ask this question, right? So, from a LA native like yourself, who are the Clippers fans?
I don't know where they come from.
No disrespect though, like
I don't know where they
I
come
just
from.
know I've never met anybody from LA that's a Clippers fan, and people be like, "Nah, you from LA, you a Lakers fan."
We all got that one friend or cousin. When everybody going one way, he got to be the only one to
But
say,
people be
"Nah,
at the game.
I don't want to go that way."
People be in the Clippers
That's
games,
what I'm
though.
saying. You got a lot of cousins and a lot of,
I see
these
what you're saying.
sidebuster ass friends who always go against the grain, and they just go into the Clippers just to be disruptive and not be Laker fans. Like,
Hey, Keenan, is it
You
like
know-
the Knicks and the Nets?
Absolutely.
yeah, it's
Oh,
like,
it is.
Absolutely. You either
Yeah.
understand or you nothing.
yeah. So,
Damn.
Wow.
Hey, man, the dippers, the zippers, the strippers. We don't care about that, man. They need to go back to San Diego and take them Chargers with you.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We damn sure
I was
appreciate
not
you, man.
expecting
I didn't know he was going to say the Chargers, man. Damn,
Take
that
them
is,
with you.
but if the Chargers start winning, you
They
cool?
funking up L.A. Like your cousin who comes spend the night but don't go home.
You don't like the
You know,
lightning
it's a
bolt?
month later. You like, homie, okay.
Los
Time to go
Angeles
home.
Rams is what you're saying there.
Rams, but I'm a Raider fan.
Got it.
I'm the president of
How'd
the
you
Raider
feel?
Nation.
How'd you feel about them moving to Vegas? I know you don't like that
I wanted them to come to L.A.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
They could, Oakland, they wouldn't build them a new stadium, so I see why they left. And, Vegas is actually dope. I think Vegas and the Raiders fit.
Man,
style.
Oakland Raiders fit
Of course. I mean, that's the original.
for sure.
Everything sounds
Are
crazy.
you a Warriors fan? No.
Hell no.
Okay, I just double. I know it's
I mean,
Lakers, but I just had to double check.
I don't head on the Warriors. I don't head on the
Oakland
Warriors.
Raiders. What was it? What they had? San Francisco Warriors, but now
Yeah.
they're in
No, they was the Golden State
Golden
Warriors,
State Warriors.
which
Now
they
they're
call
now
California
they're in,
Golden State.
Now they're in San Francisco.
Yeah, they're in Frisco. They, they ain't the Lakers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just asking, man. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
We
man.
appreciate you pulling up on us, man.
No
Talk
problem.
about this new music. November 22nd.
Yeah, man down.
Yeah. We appreciate it. Now is this your last album, or are we gonna keep going until the end of time?
I don't know what the word retirement mean.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't even know
So
what
it's
that
gonna
mean.
keep.
Maybe
So
you can help
we
me
can
out.
get Ice Cube at 70 dropping the project if that's
at
what
90.
you feel. Say less.
You
Say
know,
less.
yeah.
Ice Cube in the building. Well, we sure appreciate you, sir.
Appreciate y'all having me.
Right.
Anything else, BT? We good?
Yep, we good.
Yeah.
Baller alert.